Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the workshop. It is fantastic as ever to have you here because we are joined with intern Alex, who's here all the way from the Netherlands, and we are making ourselves a competition chopper, which is very exciting. It's going to be pushing the limits of the material, pushing the limits of what Alex and me know about making knives. So that is very exciting because we did push those limits, and we made a knife, our second competition chopper, with cracks in it. So we've had to start again. Alex has spheroidized the knife, which will hopefully mean that it is soft enough to be ground and have the holes drilled. But before we get into that, I want to thank our sponsor today, which is Trade Coffee. It is the subscription coffee service that I absolutely love. I love a good cup of coffee in the morning. It helps energize me for the day, and I love enjoying the differences from one coffee to another. Trade now has a subscription service they call the Hookup, which is very exciting because you can choose how much coffee you want delivered and when. And they've got a fantastic quiz that's going to help you find out the coffee that is going to best suit your tastes. They're giving the first 100 of you guys to click the link in the description and sign up for the Hookup, 50% off that order as well as free shipping. So get that subscription, link down below. Thank you, Trade, for sponsoring the video. I think the first thing that I need to do is have a cup of coffee. And I think that with that cup of coffee, we're going to be ready to grind this knife and get ready for heat treat. Does that sound good, Alex? Great. Let's do it. Quench is done. Alex, how do you think it went?
It went well, I think.
How many normalizing cycles do you do?
I've done 4.
Okay.
4 normalizing.
Hopefully that's what makes this blade not crack. But we obviously want it to be hard too, so that is what the file is for. Moment of truth. That is a hard blade. Ow, that's loud. I would call that a hard blade. So now it's into the oven for the temper.
So yesterday you guys saw me cut and glue up the scales for the chopper. I'm going to take them out of the clamps now. They've dried overnight. Chopper is in the oven tempering, and I'm going to sand them flush and flat, which will help us greatly for drilling the holes.
Pull this out of the tempering oven, you're giving it a grind so that we can have a look at it. What do you want us to do next?
Next up is drawing back the temper on the spine.
Just like we did on the last one.
Yeah.
Before it broke. Some footage got corrupted, and so what you don't see is this amazing moment where we tested that cracked chopper by lightly hitting it on some steel. It made this noise. It then looked like this. The cracks were so bad that it broke apart on the third blow. So for now, the best you've got is this. Do you want to switch roles this time? I'll hold it, you'll paint it with the torch?
No.
I guess I'll paint it with the torch. Right, what do you reckon, Alex?
Yeah, that should look good.
That's nice and far down the blade. How does that warp look?
It's slight. It's not too bad.
Well, I think what we can do this time is we can put it on the surface grinder and we can put something underneath the warp so that when the magnet sucks down, this doesn't straighten and get bent, and so that we can grind one side flat, flip it over, slap that on the magnet, make the other side flat to that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah? So this is shim stock, Alex. Comes in different thicknesses, and is super useful to have whenever you're doing machinery work. So So with that shimmed, when I put the magnet on, it should hopefully not move too much. I think that's properly shimmed. Okay, great. This compensates nicely for the warp, and we can surface grind it. How did you like your first little bit of surface grinding?
I enjoyed that. I did.
Still fun?
Still fun. Still right up to the end.
You're great, Alex. You're great. What's up next?
Next is grinding the bevels.
So this is going to be hard because now that we have a perfectly flat blade, those bevels have to be perfectly flat so that the line of our transition from bevel to blade is as straight and neat as possible. It's going to be a challenge.
It is.
But I think you're up to it. I think you're going to do just a great job.
I have been in the grinding room for about 45 minutes now, and what I have done so far is I have brought up the bevel on one side of the blade to basically where it's going to be in the end. I have set the final plunge line on this side, and then I brought everything up to a 120 grit finish from the belt. It's been going rather well, apart from one minor slip up at the tip where the bevel is brought a little too far back, but that is nothing that I cannot fix with hand sanding later. But before I even start to think about doing some of my beloved hand sanding, let's do the other side. Alright guys, I've been spending 2 more hours in the grinding room and I'm struggling. My grinding is not where I want it to be today. It is not where it's usually at, and I'm making small mistakes, so I've decided it is time for a different course of action. I brought back the bevels more towards the spine. I have finished it up to a relatively clean 240 belt grit finish. I'm going straight to hand sanding, probably go all the way back down to 80 grit. That way I know that I'm gonna be able to fix these mistakes and leave a proper finish on it and make a good competition chopper.
Thank you very much for watching today's episode. I sincerely hope that you have enjoyed it. It is fantastic having Alex here doing his great help. Check him out on Instagram. Check out Jamie, of course, on the camera. I want to thank our sponsor today, which of course is Trade Coffee. They've got this great new subscription service they call the Hook Up, which allows you to decide when you want coffee delivered and how much of it you want. They have a quiz also that helps you find the coffee that's best suited for you, which is pretty awesome. When I took the quiz, it said the best for me would be the Spy House coffee. I absolutely loved that, but I've also enjoyed this Ad Astra. This is amazing. It's a dark blend with flavor notes of dark chocolate in it, and it's great. And so I really hope that you guys go take that quiz, sign up for the hookup, because the first 100 of you that do sign up for the hookup are gonna get 50% off your first order as well as free shipping. Thank you Trade Coffee for sponsoring this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna see you very, very soon as we get closer to the finale of the Viking Sword.